Hello family and friends, I'm Wesley and this is Cooking with Wesley. So on today, which is Monday and we're still locked in, I'm gonna do some teriyaki rib tips. And I'm gonna try to do them in my pressure cooker, but I think I might have too many of the tips for that. But we're gonna get the meal done regardless. But anyway, it's gonna be teriyaki rib tips, some French style string beans, and then I had someone comment me about boxed macaroni and cheese. Theirs always came out too gummy. So I'm gonna do a boxed macaroni and cheese, and I'll do step by step. So the viewer or the viewers that needs to know where the cooling time is so the noodles won't still be cooking after you take them off the fire, they can get it right. And with that, cut these up and best I can. So really don't have to be all that. And then I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna put them in there. And I always say I don't like cooking with my rings on, especially if I have to mix food. A lot of people probably like, nobody does, but you got some people that do. I just feel like bacteria hides in your jewelry sometimes if you don't clean it that much. So what I'm going to use to season these tips, I'm going to use some Cajun seasoning and probably a little Lori seasoning salt, but I like the taste of this Cajun seasoning, and I just want these to be a little different because I'm always experimenting with different seasonings from different people just to see how the food tastes. And my kids and my nieces are my biggest critic, so if it ain't right, they gonna tell me. So I'm gonna use that. A little black pepper. Oh, little black pepper. Didn't know the top was off. But we're gonna mix that up and see how that comes out. Watch this. Take some of that black pepper and move it around. I'm gonna get that mixed up really good. And with that, we'll be back. Okay, so I have my rib tips in the pressure cooker, and we're gonna let that cook. But what I think I wanna do is top that off with a little bit of red onion. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it a little bit of onion taste. So we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna take that off. Then we're gonna wash them, of course. You still, okay. And then, are we on? So I washed them off. Because I'm sure somebody thought maybe I wasn't, but that's not how I cook. We're gonna add these onions up there because onion gives off a good flavor. And with that, we will be back. I'm adding the boxed macaroni and cheese. I did season my water a little bit. So I'm going to, hold up, coming.
Here, Mommy, the second one.
And let this cook till it's tender. I just gonna come in here and stir it a little bit so it won't be clumpy. But the viewer or the viewers that wanted to know about the boxed macaroni and cheese. So now we're gonna let this cook until the noodles are tender. And once the noodles get tender, then we're gonna strain them in cold water. But with that, I'll be back. So I got my string beans on. And mind you, in my videos when I cook string beans, I do not I do not use the water from the string beans. Because the string beans make their own juice, but I do put butter in them. So we're gonna let this cook, and we're gonna get this done, and with that, I'll be back. Okay, so what I'm doing now, and I'm straining the water that the noodles was boiled in off, and then I'm adding cold water to the noodles to cool them off, because I had a viewer that wanted to know why when she did her noodles, they still was mushy. And to be honest, noodles need cold water on them to stop the cooking process. So I tend to run them through the cold water so you can see the texture of them. They're not mushy. And I tend to try not to get mine all the way cold because I'm not doing like a spaghetti type pasta, because I still want to add butter and I want my butter to melt. So for the viewer that didn't understand the process, there it is there. Just cool them off with cold water to stop the cooking process, and then they won't get sticky. So stuck a stick of butter in here. And this is what I was saying, with the cooling time and with the water, I like my butter to actually melt. So I did stick a stick of butter in here. And then these little cheesy packets that come in there, we're gonna dump those in there. And then I'm gonna add some milk in a little bit. So get those in there. And then we're gonna try to get this mixed up a little bit with the butter. Then I'm gonna add some milk to it. And then add some milk. And that was about a half a cup. For anybody that needs to know that. And then we're gonna get this mixed up. So we'll get this all mixed up, and then we're gonna check on our tips so we can start with the teriyaki sauce in it. And so with that, I'll be back. Black pepper to it. Just a little, something was wrong with the cap earlier, but a little black pepper and a little seasoning salt. We're gonna get this mixed up. And we're gonna let this sit. I tend to not usually keep my food in the pots after I cook them. I'm really sort of a lot OCD when it comes to my food, what I cook them in and how I go to plate. I usually take everything out of whatever I'm cooking in, wash everything that I cooked it in, and use some other utensils. But the macaroni and cheese is ready, and with that, we'll be back. Rib tips are done. What I did, I took them out the pressure cooker because the pressure cooker cooked them so tender it was falling off the bone, which is a good thing. But I wanted to add the teriyaki sauce, but I didn't want to have to re-put water in there, which I know I could have just mixed it, but I just felt like that was just a little too small. But I have the teriyaki sauce on here, and it's in a bottle. You can find it in any of your nearby grocery stores. And I'm gonna put it on there, then I stuck it in the oven for 10 minutes. That was it, 10 minutes tops, because they were already done and I didn't want to overcook the meat. But with that being said, I'm finna plate and I'll be back. The teriyaki rib tips are done, the mac and cheese and the string beans. And for the viewer that was asking me about the boxed macaroni and cheese to make it, because they noodles be a little sticky, all you do is put them under the cold water to cut down the rest of the cooking time, because as long as they're hot, they're still continuing to cook because they're noodles. So you do the cold water, get as much cold water on them as possible. Me, I just don't get enough because I want my butter to still melt and my cheese. and then I added milk and I mixed it together, and then I added a little bit more milk so that way I can keep it like this and it's not sticky and hard. But with that being said, it's just ordinary food with just a little touch of love. Go to my YouTube page, like, share, comment down below, turn on your post notifications, and comment if it's something that you want me to do or something you want me to try. I'd be more than welcome. Whether I follow my face or not, I will try it. But with that being said, I'm Wesley, and this is Cooking with Wesley.